Now to the heart of West London and Wormwood Scrubs Pony Centre, an inner city equine oasis in the crowded UK capital where the local community can come to find calm.
The mission of the Wormwood Scrubs Pony Centre is that we're an inner city riding school for local children, but we specialise with those with physical disabilities, mental health issues, learning disabilities and neurodivergence. When you come here, number one, you think you're actually in the countryside, and yet we're in one of the biggest cities in the world.
When you live in a city, no matter how zen you might be, there is always a bit of you that's on edge because you're dealing with hundreds of nervous systems around you all the time, and stresses and noises, and a little sanctuary like here is super duper important to adults, children alike.
Well, I belong to a congregation called Sisters of the Infant Jesus, which was founded to educate young street children in Rouen in France. The mission is education of children and young people, and that mission continues with me today in my role at the Wormwood Scrubs Pony Centre. Changing Lives Through Horses is a programme that was set up through the British Horse Society. It gives young people up to the age of 25 who are disengaged, they could suffer from mental health, they may not be at school at all. It's all to do with handling horses, caring for horses, learning about horses. So we try to incorporate them as being a member of our team while they are here. They work alongside us. Then they will do activities on the yard. This morning they were filling up hay nets. Hay nets have to be filled to a certain weight, so that's all a learning exercise for them. And then handling horses, they learn to communicate with the horses. That will help them in their own communication because they will see that horses are sensitive animals, they have feelings, so therefore they can take that back to their own situations and understand that other friends or family can be sensitive. It helps them in so many ways. It's such a positive programme for them. The session I was coaching this morning is with some of our team on the yard. They are young people who are on the pathway to becoming coaches. They have an assessment coming up in a few weeks' time for their British Horse Society Stage 1 assessment.
So everybody get into a good riding position, straight backs and shoulders back.
I think of myself more as a kind of break glass in case of emergency coach. I'm not the type of person to be out there saying, like, you know, I'm the best and you've got to pay X amount of money to ride with me. I'd rather see the development of more junior coaches and assist them really in their training. And I'm very lucky to have this job, but it makes an impact, do you know what I mean? And it doesn't matter how small it is, it's just giving somebody their first experience even riding or grooming a horse. Their first interaction with a horse is so special, and it's a real honour to be able to give that.
Horses make me feel calm and peaceful and relaxed. You know, you can look into their eyes and you can see their soul. It's really, truly like that. And people who are uncomfortable speaking to other people will talk to a horse or a donkey, and they can express themselves that way. And then gradually you get two very shy people working together on the same horse, and they talk to each other. And I've seen magic, really.
Horses make me feel really relaxed. I just love being around them. They're really soothing, and I made a lot of bonds with all the different ponies here. Monty, he's very naughty. He's one of my favourites, I'd say. Yeah, it's really helped me with my confidence, connecting with other people. It's really nice, yeah, it's really nice.
I would consider them spiritual creatures. Horses are extremely sensitive. They have great intuition. They can sense things. Bonding with a horse, there is a spirituality between human and horse. A riding lesson for children with disabilities. Well, initially they have to be mounted. Some children just can't mount on their own. They have to have support. They have to be taken to a high mounting block. The children are normally led. The coach will then start coaching them. That could involve walking, it could involve trotting, it can involve them looking at a mirror, seeing themselves in the mirror and copying somebody into what they're meant to be doing. The whole thing is to stimulate the young person and for them to have fun. The Pony Centre is here for the young people. So my positive memories, okay, we've had wonderful royal visits, but the most important memories are seeing a child who's never walked before get off a pony and use their legs.
I first came to the Pony Centre in '92, so I'd have been 2 years old then. I have, you know, a real standout pony, and he became like my best friend. When I was with him right up until his last moments, you know, with Mary Joy, and that was so important to me to be there for him as well, get all sad now. Yeah, it's just such an honour. He was so good. When I was growing up, I had quite, you know, a fair amount to contend with. Being with Jack, I was just able to have fun. We could go into a dressage test and absolutely like smash it and wipe the floor with the big fancy horses and like, he was just always fun. I imagine all of these horses here are bigger confidants than any counsellor, priest. They hold and honour many secrets from many people. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's so important. You might be from an estate in Ladbroke Grove and horses might never have even entered anybody's mind as a job for you, but you can go on and do great things. I'm from an estate in Ladbroke Grove and I'm doing it. I want other people to have that opportunity. I don't want to pull the ladder up after myself. I want to make it bigger. Yeah.
I've been here 35 years. I'm still learning and will continue to learn. I so enjoy it. I mean, if I was just on the stable yard, just as a volunteer, I would get so much out of it. I love the horses and I love the young people. It's so important that riding schools continue, and this is an exceptionally special riding school for local children and London children. So that is my hope for the future.